Hello and welcome to the channel. Now, how do you feel about Amiibos? Me personally, I've a few. I've opened them and some I've unopened. I like to collect them, but paying $30 for an Amiibo just to unlock something in a game is quite hard to take. Or you could just buy the Amiibo cards. Go on eBay, buy as many as you like, pretty cheap. But what if I told you that you could get pretty much all the Amiibos made and it wouldn't cost thousands? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you this. This is the AmiiPad, which is basically a controller with every Amiibo built in. How does it work? Well, stick around and find out as I turn up the lights, put this down on the tech desk and unleash every Amiibo ever made for under $50 using the AmiiPad. Welcome down onto the tech desk. As we said in the introduction, we're going to be looking at this today. This is called the AmiiPad. And what we're going to do is, in this video, is we're going to talk about the controller, because I think it's well worth talking about the controller itself rather than just its functions, because it's a pretty decent controller. But that's not what you're going to buy it for. You're going to buy it for the Amiibo functionality, which we'll talk about later in the video. But I just want to run through the kind of like the controller itself. So this is the box it comes in, pretty unassuming, few features about it there. And then you're also going to get a USB Type-C cable, pretty decent one, but as I said, with all my controllers, I say these are best because I've got one plugged in over there. And then also the all-important manual as well. You'll need this to work out how to use the controller. For the Amiibo functionality, there's kind of like certain button presses. We'll talk about the website later on, but it has it all written in here. Pretty well self-explanatory. How to work it out yourself, it's pretty good. So you're going to need that, so keep that. So then, going over the controller itself, the first look and feel, it feels great. It feels like a decent ergonomic controller. It feels really good in the hands. So it's predominantly plastic, but as you can see, these bits here, these are kind of rubber. So it's kind of got a rubber plate over the top that really helps with grip. It's fantastic. So when you're holding it in your hands, kind of the grip there. So that's a really welcome feature, that is. Normal stuff, D-pad, minus, plus, screenshot, T, which is turbo or the function button, home button, X, Y, A and B, thumbsticks, and then this is just an LED in here. This is again for the functionality of the Amiibos to tell you which one you're doing. And on the bottom here we have the 4 LEDs to tell you whether you're connected to 1, 2, 3 and 4. And that also works with the charging as well. So if I get a cable and plug it in, there you go. See that one flashing? That means that it's charging, and then once it's stopped flashing, that means it's fully charged. And speaking of the battery, going to take a couple of hours to charge, and for a third-party controller, you're going to get around 8 hours, which is about right for a third-party controller, I'd say. Triggers themselves, this is going to be digital with switch, but it's got a nice, big, decent feedback for them, and the top ones, the bumpers there, they feel okay. I mean, they're great, nothing special. And the D-pad, okay, again, personal preference with the D-pad, but it feels okay to me. Yeah, I've never had a problem when using it. And the thumbsticks, nice and responsive. And we'll go through the settings for the thumbsticks in a bit. And these buttons here, they're all very clicky with home and all these buttons here. They just feels like an average controller, but it does set it apart because it feels nice and comfortable as well. So the features, apart from the obvious one of the Amiibos, it has gyro, it has rumble, but it has an HD rumble. This is probably the best rumble I've ever had on a third-party controller. It really does feel like a pro controller. It has a beautiful HD rumble, and when you look at the reviews of this and for all the kind of the marketing material for it, it talks about how good this rumble is as well. It is really good. Also has turbo here, so when they press turbo, all you do is press T and then you press one of the buttons, and then it will press this rapidly while you're just holding it down. A lot of third-party controllers have turbo nowadays. The only thing it doesn't do is it doesn't wake up the switch, so you will have to turn the switch on for this to work, but that's it really. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to go and have a look at what we normally do with controls. We're just going to go down to system settings, all the way down to controllers and sensors, and then we're just going to have a look at the control sticks. So we'll do the left control stick. And it has that thing where it sticks on the 8 pieces. Not an issue for me really. Never really noticed. So if I move this around in one big circle, you can see it sticking on the 8 points. and similarly with the right stick as well. Okay, not really a problem for me. Test bit input devices, so test controller buttons. Let's hold down A, doesn't do anything. If you hold down turbo and A, there we go. So it presses it continuously for you. And to cancel that, press turbo and A again. So when you first get the controller, what you want to do is go onto the website and update it to the latest kind of firmware, the latest patch. It tells you and walks you how to do it on the website. You just plug it in, go onto your Windows PC, download the latest file, and it will update to the latest update, which will give you all of the latest Amiibos for that. Now, that's the first thing to do once you've got the controller. Okay, here we are then. We're in Mario Odyssey, and we're on the website for the AmiiPad. And what you need to do is on the website, if you go to the menu and you go Amiibo prototype list, this is where it has all the games. So you choose the game that you're playing. So we're choosing Mario Odyssey, so we need to choose this one down here, and you select the PDF, and then it opens up a grid of all the Amiibos that are compatible with this game. Okay, so all you do is you look, first of all, you look for the colour at the top, and we know that's purple, so we're already on purple, and you can actually change the colour by pressing T and then minus. And then you look for the game that you want, so Super Mario Odyssey in this column here. And we can see there's LED 1, so we know that we need to have LED 1 lit up here. And you change that by pressing T and the minus, and it has all these, T and the plus, and it has all these combinations. Okay, and then when you look down the list, which one do we want to choose? Let's choose Dr. Mario, which we can see there is the left stick up. And you do that by pressing T and then left stick up. So remember, purple, first LED, left stick up. And all you do is you press T and then the minus till you get to purple. There we go. T and then plus till you get to the 1 LED. There we go. And then we're going to do T and left up. That flashes 3 times. Now that Amiibo, Dr. Mario Amiibo, is locked in. And what you do is go to Super Mario Odyssey. We've chosen Super Mario Odyssey because it tells you which Amiibo you're going to use. Okay, so it's one of the, I've been using Amiibo, so they've all been going out looking for things. So let's get rid of this. Fine. And then we're going to tap an Amiibo. Tap one. And then to do this one, you hold down the right on the pad to activate it. And then once it's done that, it will tell you. Let's see, that's why it's got a Dr. Mario Amiibo, exactly the one that we chose on here. And we'll send him out to look for a power moon. Okay, so should we try that again? Oh, I could change that, I could look like Dr. Mario as well. There we go, fantastic. Okay, next one, let's just try one more. Let's try Diddy Kong here. So again, we know that it's purple, 1 LED, but this time it's R1, so it'll be that one. We're on purple. Let's just make sure by going around the colours again. Purple, and then we want the 1 LED there. So flick over till you find the 1 LED, which we're on. And then remember, Diddy Kong is R1. So when you press T and then R1, that flashes 3 times. We know that's locked in. Again, go to your Amiibo functionality in whichever game you want. Let's again, we found some more power moons. Fantastic. Skip through that. Tap an Amiibo. Hold down the right to activate the Amiibos in the game. A little bit of a rumble to tell you that it's activated. That's a Diddy Kong Amiibo. There we go. Send him out to look for an Amiibo. And it also gives me a present. Oh, let's have a look now, see what we get. Fantastic, the Diddy Kong outfit. Brilliant. Okay, so that's it really. All you need to do is just look for the game, and it's a combination. So it's colour, LED, and then button press. So for example, if you're going on here and you're looking for Animal Crossing, you click on the Animal Crossing PDF, and then when that opens up, you've got all of these combinations for Animal Crossing on here. And similarly for any other games, New Horizons, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Probably got an exhaustive list for this. There you go, look at all them. So there we have it, and that was my look at this, the AmiiPad. Really well done. It's a pretty decent controller that has a huge amount of functionality. If you want to use Amiibos and collect them, brilliant, go for it. But if you just want to use it for games, why not get this? It's under $50. I've left links down below where you can get hold of this. A special thank you to Riley, one of our patrons, who recommended this for me. As soon as he recommended it, I went out and got one, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. So Riley, this video's for you. Really appreciate it. There we have it then, that was my look at this, the AmiiPad. Has all of them built in, really nice. Good controller, but that's not what you're going to buy it for. You're going to buy it for the Amiibos built in, aren't you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please do subscribe, stick a thumbs up, and until the next video, bye bye.